Unpopular opinion 6, and the last for this video, may be my most controversial. If you are new here, welcome. I am Corinne and I share content about all things dog mum lifestyle. If you are not new, thanks for coming back, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can continue to watch my content. In this video, I'm going to jump into some of my unpopular opinions about dog ownership. Now, the thing about an opinion, everyone's got one. So whether you agree or disagree or you have a different unpopular opinion, let me know about it down in the comments. I'd love to discuss it with you. My first unpopular opinion: having a big backyard doesn't make you a better dog parent than somebody that lives in an apartment. Just because you have more space doesn't mean that you are doing a better job of providing for your dog's needs. You can live in an apartment and not have the backyard space for your dog to run around in, and you can be giving them enrichment, taking them on walks, making sure that their needs are met. You can have the big backyard and you can leave your dog to sit in there all day and that's all they do. Having space does not automatically mean that you are in a better place to have a dog or that you are doing better as a pet parent. And I see lots of things on the internet and lots of opinions about the fact that people in apartments or that live in cities shouldn't have dogs, and I strongly disagree. Opinion 2. People should be doing more research about the breed that they're getting before they get a dog. Now, this also goes along with my kind of feelings around the adopt, don't shop movement. I love it. I love rescue. I love the whole idea behind it. However, people need to know what they're getting into. People need to be getting dogs that they have the right lifestyle for, that they can meet their needs and that they can deal with the issues they have. I really believe that people need to do more research. They need to understand working breeds or retrieving breeds or what their dog's thing is, what their motivator is, and then they need to think about their lifestyle and can they do things in their lifestyle to meet the needs of that dog, or is it not the right dog for them? I think it needs to be more of a conversation than just that dog's cute, that's what I want. We need to get to a place where people are really mindful and careful about the breeds that they get. Which brings me to opinion 3. Adopting is not for everyone. I think the work that rescue organisations do is amazing. And I think we all need to consider adopting when we're bringing a dog into our lives. I think we need to be careful with the way we talk about adopting dogs, that it's not seen as the only way, or that there's this stigma around getting a puppy, because adopting a dog is not for everybody. And the last thing that I want to see is dogs going through multiple homes because they're being adopted out to people who aren't ready for it. Now, that is not the adoption places, the rescues. That's not the rescues' fault. They do their thorough research and they are doing the best they can to get these dogs into homes. I think that that's amazing. But I think just pushing that real adopt, don't shop message without thinking about whether people are ready for that or whether people have the skills for that or the time for that can also be a little detrimental. I don't think adopting is for everybody, particularly when you've got your reactive dogs and your resource guarding dogs, your dogs that can't be with other pets. It's not always the right answer. And I think we need to understand that there's a nuance there and that there is a little bit of a grey zone there, and not shame people for getting puppies that aren't rescues, and also continue to support the work that rescues do. And when it is the person that's the right fit, I think it's great. I think it's fabulous. But we need to remove some of that shame from people that aren't adopting. Opinion 4. This is one that I see all over social media with all people saying different things. But I don't believe that there is one way to train your dog, or that there is one set of rules that dogs have to follow or anything like that. As you can see, this is my spare bed. Mason is allowed on the furniture in our house, and I am okay with that. Mason is not crate trained, nor have I actually ever thought about doing that. He sleeps in my bed. I think particularly online, and particularly with some of the social media influencer trainers and things like that, that there's this real push where people think that the way they do things is the right way to do things, and that the things that they train are the only way to train, and you've got to do things that way. My opinion is that you've got to train the dog in front of you, but also you've got to do what works for you in your life. I've taught Mason the things that he needs to know to live successfully in my home with me, around the people and the dogs that I take him around. And that's what I need my dog to have. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to have different circumstances and different things that they expect from their dog. And so there's just no way that one type of training or one set of rules fits for all dogs. I think the more that we can accept that, and we can accept differing views, and we can think about, he's not trained to be polite on camera, clearly. Let's leave him to that. I just think that we need to take away some of this pressure and this judgment on each other about how we train our dogs and how we expect. That said, I don't believe in punishments. I personally wouldn't use an e-collar. I personally wouldn't use a prong collar. However, I have made a real effort to educate myself on how people are using these and what it looks like and why they believe it's right for them and their pets. And so I respect the way some people are doing things. I also think there are some people out there using these tools and doing things that is just wrong. But that is a different argument for me than saying that that whole side of training is bad. I think there's dodgy people doing bad things, and then there are people trying to do the right thing using tools that I necessarily wouldn't use myself and setting boundaries and rules that I wouldn't set for myself. But it's an interesting topic. I can see why people argue about it a lot. Unpopular opinion number 5. I hope that this is becoming less of an unpopular opinion and becoming everybody's opinion. Eating rawhide and those disgusting bone things that you get from like cheap shops, that's animal abuse. There is nothing beneficial, nutritional, there is nothing good in those dodgy, disgusting rawhide treats. Step away from the rawhide. Okay. Unpopular opinion 6, and the last for this video, may be my most controversial. Be sure to let me know your opinion of this one in the comments. I would love for the world to be a more dog-friendly place. For our cities and our towns, our shops, our cafes, for everything to be dog-friendly. That is the dream. That is the goal. I would absolutely love that. And that's not controversial. The controversial part of my opinion is that I don't think that we're ready for that, because I think there are too many irresponsible dog parents that are making it really, really hard for us to push towards dogs having more rights. People aren't respecting the current rules that are in place. So if we were to open up and make more places dog friendly, I don't believe that those pet parents would do the things needed to make it a safe and enjoyable and positive experience. And that pisses me off. It genuinely does. Because I would love to be able to take my dog everywhere, and for society and people to be okay with that, because they know that pet parents are doing the right thing and being responsible and picking up after their dog and making sure their dog's on a lead when they should be, and watching them if they're not on a lead, and training them with their recall, and just being responsible pet parents. And I don't think we're there. To live in a world where I could take my dog with me everywhere would just be incredible, amazing. But we need people to step up. We need people to show that they can be trusted with the privilege of being able to take your dog everywhere. And at the moment, they're ruining it for us. Those are some of my opinions. Let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree, or you've got your own unpopular opinions in the dog mum space. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We have lots of exciting videos heading your way. We upload every Monday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.